Hi guys, today for reading small groups, you are going to have an assignment that you're going to complete, um, and you're going to use this little video to help you. So what you're going to do is, if you look at the directions on your screen, you're going to listen to May Day Around the World on HMH, and then you're going to go to Canvas and click on the Central Idea poster. This is the video that you're listening to right now. Woohoo! And then you're going to complete this Central Idea graphic organizer that is in your packet. And then you can read on the board, it'll be displayed what you're going to do for 3, 4, and 5. If you finish your final writing assignment, you can read from Mayan, you can read from your book box, or you can have computer time on IXL, ABC letters, and that's it. All right, let's take a look at what we're going to do today. Today, you are going to listen to May Day Around the World. And you are going to identify the central idea. There are 3 steps to identifying the central idea. The first thing is identifying the topic. So on this poster, you can see the topic is in this orange color box, and it matches with the top box for central idea. Central Idea graphic organizer. When we talk about the topic, we talk about the main person or thing that the text or story is about. So if I was reading a book about golden doodles, my sentence would be, the topic is golden doodles. It's a simple sentence where you state what the story is about. Many times, the title of the book is also the topic. So if you think that the topic of May Day Around the World is May Day Around the World, then your sentence would be, the topic is May Day Around the World. I'd like for you to pause the video. If you need to go back and rewind and listen again so that you can write your topic sentence, the topic is, and yes, you do have to write the topic is, even though they gave it here. Please do that. All right. You're going to pause the video. You're going to press play after you write your sentence in this top box. The second step for determining or finding out the central idea is finding 3 details or 3 pieces of evidence that support what you think the topic is. If I was reading that book about golden doodles and I said the topic is golden doodles, I would then need to share 3 facts or details about golden doodles. However, this book is not about golden doodles. This book is about May Day Around the World. In each detail box, it's your job to find a different place around the world, like Austin, Texas, USA. And in each box, you need to tell me what the children did to celebrate May Day. So I look on this page and I can see that it's about Maria and Carlos, and they did something very kind for Miss Garcia. So my detail in this box is as simple as Maria and Carlos put a May Day basket on Miss Garcia's doorstep. All I'm doing is copying this first sentence. I'm allowed to copy when I'm using details from the story. I have to find this supporting evidence. It has to be a detail, a fact, or an example in the text that's going to help me figure out the central idea. Confusing part here is that you are going to write your supporting evidence in each one of these boxes. It doesn't go directly across like your topic did. I would like for you to find one detail or supporting evidence from Austin, Texas, and write it in the first box. Press pause, and you are going to write a detail supporting evidence from the story Mayday in the first detail box from Austin, Texas. What did Maria and Carlos do to celebrate May Day? After you write your detail in the box, press play, and we'll move on to the next one. For the second detail, you're going to find the page that talks about France. I chose France because I've been there before, so I have that personal connection. This is a very famous landmark called the Eiffel Tower. And I also really love the singer Adele, who has the same name as the girl in this part of the story. For my detail for Paris, France, I have to find a detail that tells about what I think my central idea is going to be. So as I reread this page, I'm going to think, okay, what did Adele do to celebrate May Day? In this first sentence, it says Adele races through the park with a coin clutched in her hand. That is not a good detail to help me figure out the central idea. I have to keep reading. I need to see what was a kind act or a good deed that Adele did. That is going to be my second detail. You're going to press pause, or if you need to listen again because you're still not sure, rewind the video just a little bit and write your second detail about the topic of May Day from Paris, France. All right, our last one. I also picked this page to find a detail from because I have been to parts of Hawaii. I have not been to this part of Hawaii. I want to see if you can remember how to find a detail that supports our central idea from this page, page 141. And it needs to be from page 141. I want to see who's listening to this video and following the directions. If you can't remember what you're supposed to do to fill in this detail box, hit rewind on the video and go back just a little bit, or take a look at the detail that you wrote in the first box and the detail that you wrote in the second box to help you find a detail to write in the third box from page 141. Press pause or rewind and do that now. And then press play again when you're ready for a sentence starter for the central idea. All right, here is the last part. The whole objective for today is to identify the central idea. So far, we identified the topic. We know that the topic of this story is May Day around the world. Throughout this entire story, we've read about how people in different cities celebrate May Day. We then found supporting evidence or details in the story that help us get this central idea. We found one detail from Texas, one detail from Paris, France, and one detail from Hawaii. Now it's our time to tell whoever is reading this, in this case it's going to be me, what the central idea is. You're going to write 2 sentences, but I gave you one of them. You're first going to write, May Day is celebrated all around the world. Well, yeah, we knew that because this entire story was talking about how they celebrated May Day all around the world. This is the sentence where you have to fill in the blanks. On May Day, people around the world what? Look at your 3 details. This is not the time to copy the detail to tell me what happened in Texas. That would be incorrect. You have to infer. You have to read each detail and decide, what do they all have in common? I'm going to go back to that pretend Golden Doodle book. If I was reading about Golden Doodles, the topic is Golden Doodles, and I had my 3 details. Detail 1, Golden Doodles need to run and play a lot because they have a lot of energy. Detail 2, you have to make sure that you clip the dog's toenails and cut their hair. You can take them to a groomer or do this yourself. The last detail was, Golden Doodles are easy to train. You can teach them commands like sit, stay, shake, and roll over. The central idea of that Golden Doodle book is Golden Doodles can make great pets. You should get a Golden Doodle if you can take care of them. I didn't restate that you got to cut their nails and you have to make sure you can play with them and that you have to make sure they have food and water. I looked at every detail and I created a new sentence that summarized everything that was here. I'd like for you to pause the video and fill in the blank. You need to copy this first sentence and the sentence starter and then fill in the blank. When you're finished, you're going to look on the board and I'm going to add up on the board what you can do if you have finished your end of the year writing. Work hard, do your best, and let's end this year strong.